Are you tired of the high price of eggs? Are you worried about high cholesterol or factory farming? Are you looking for plant-based inspiration in the kitchen? Well, you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Jessica from Afro-Vegan Society, and today we're going to be exploring 5 simple and delicious ways to make breakfast scramble without eggs. That's right, I'm going to be showing you how to use pumpkin seeds, mung beans, 2 kinds of tofu, and just egg to create a breakfast scramble that is completely egg-free. And if you're trying to avoid soy, 4 of the options that we'll be making today are soy-free as well. So keep watching to learn which eggless alternative is perfect for you. There are so many delicious ways to make a vegan scramble without eggs, but one of the key components is having the perfect blend of seasoning. So let's get started by making a scramble seasoning. To make the scramble seasoning, you'll need 1 tablespoon of kala namak, aka Indian black salt, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Simply add all of these ingredients to a bowl and mix together until well combined. So let's break down why these spices make the perfect scramble seasoning. Kala namak, aka Indian black salt, provides a signature eggy aroma and taste thanks to the natural sulfur content, making it a vegan must-have. Turmeric infuses the scramble with a golden hue and offers anti-inflammatory benefits along with a mild earthy flavor. Nutritional yeast adds a cheesy umami flavor while boosting the vitamin B content. Onion powder is an aromatic flavor that balances out all of the other spices in the scramble seasoning. And smoked paprika brings a smoky kick, which adds depth and a robust profile to the scramble seasoning. So now that we've made our scramble seasoning, let's get started with our first scramble, pumpkin seed scramble. To make pumpkin seed scramble, you'll need 1/2 cup of raw pumpkin seeds that have been soaked in water, 1 cup of water, along with 2 teaspoons of scramble seasoning. Start by soaking the pumpkin seeds in water for at least an hour and then rinse them until the water runs clear. Add the pumpkin seeds to the blender along with the scramble seasoning and 1 cup of water and blend on high for at least 60 seconds until a smooth batter forms. Next, heat a pan over medium heat and coat with an even layer of vegan butter or oil. Add the pumpkin seed batter and cook for 3 to 5 minutes, periodically moving around the pan with a spatula to help the scramble form. You'll notice that the pumpkin scramble solids start to separate from the liquid in the pan. Continue to cook until the water has evaporated from the pan and the scramble is nicely formed. Then you can serve and enjoy. 1/2 cup of raw unsalted pumpkin seeds has 360 calories, 26 grams of unsaturated fat, 4 grams of fiber, and 22 grams of protein. So pumpkin seed scramble is where it's at if you're looking for something hearty and nutritious. It's loaded with protein, healthy fat, fiber, and minerals, and it's super simple to put together. The texture has a nice chew and the flavor is surprisingly rich. And one of the best parts is that the dry seeds are shelf stable, so you can always keep them on hand to be able to whip up a batch whenever you want. The only catch is the price. It requires a bit of a bigger investment up front compared to other options that will be featured. Raw pumpkin seeds cost about $7.50 a pound, but when you break it down, that comes out to about $1 per serving. So it's a good value that requires a little bit more of an investment up front. With all that said, pumpkin seed scramble is totally worth it in my book. So now it's time to move on to our next scramble, so keep your blender out because we're making mung bean scramble next. To make mung bean scramble, you'll need 1/2 cup of yellow mung beans that have been soaked in water for at least an hour, 3/4 cup of water, and 3 teaspoons of scramble seasoning. Start off by soaking the mung beans in water for at least an hour, then drain and rinse them until the water runs clear. Add your soaked mung beans to a blender along with your 3/4 cup of water and your scramble seasoning and blend on high for about 60 seconds until a smooth batter forms. Next, you will heat the pan up over medium heat and coat with an even layer of vegan butter or oil. Pour in about 1/2 cup of the batter and gently spread it into a thin layer like a pancake and let it cook undisturbed for a moment, then begin to gently scramble. Reduce the heat to medium-low and cover with a lid and allow to cook for 5 to 7 minutes until your mung bean scramble is cooked through. Before serving the scramble, let it sit for a couple of minutes just to allow the texture to firm up a bit. Each 1/2 cup of yellow mung beans has 360 calories, about 1 gram of unsaturated fat, 26 grams of fiber, and 22 grams of protein. Mung bean scramble is very underrated. It's packed with fiber and protein, super low in fat, and the texture is surprisingly good. Plus, like pumpkin seeds, it's shelf stable, so you can buy a good batch of it and keep it on hand in your pantry for use over time. One of my favorite things about it is that you can blend up a big batch and then store it in the fridge for 3 to 4 days and have it on hand to make scrambles throughout the week with a lot more convenience. Now, on the flip side, like pumpkin seeds, it is a little bit more pricey up front. A pound of split yellow mung beans will run you $6 to $7 a pound. And it's not necessarily easy to find in your typical grocery store. You typically have to go to a food co-op or maybe a natural grocery store or an Indian market to purchase it, but they can also be purchased online. I will say that if you're shopping in bulk or at an Indian grocery store, you'll probably be able to find it for closer to $3 to $4 a pound as opposed to $6 to $7 at a specialty grocery. But also similar to pumpkin seeds, a pound of mung beans will make you about 6 to 7 batches, so it comes to about $1 a batch, even if you buy it at the higher price point. Now, this is an important heads up about cooking mung bean scramble. Once you put it in the pan, do not overdo it with the spatula. You literally just need to move it around a little bit just to help the scramble kernels form, and then let it sit and cook. Don't overwork it, because if you do, it will get gummy on you because of the starch content in the mung beans. As long as you scramble gently, let it sit and cook, and then let it sit for a couple minutes before serving, you'll get a great texture with a very easy preparation. If you're looking for a tried and true eggless scramble preparation, look no further than tofu. In this section of the video, I'll be showing you 2 ways to prepare 2 different kinds of tofu, traditional soybean tofu as well as fava bean tofu. So to prepare both, the process is the same. You'll need 1/2 block of tofu crumbled and 1.5 teaspoons of scramble seasoning. Heat a pan over medium heat and coat with an even layer of vegan butter or oil, and then crumble your tofu in an even layer in the pan. Add 1.5 teaspoons of scramble seasoning and scramble with a spatula to distribute the spices evenly throughout. Reduce the heat to medium-low and cover with a lid and cook for another 3 to 5 minutes until everything is heated through. It's just that simple. Serve and enjoy. 1/2 block of firm soybean tofu has 225 calories, 10 grams of unsaturated fat, 3 grams of fiber, and 23 grams of protein. Soybean tofu is a classic for a reason. It's really simple to prepare and it's very easy to find at most grocery stores. You just crumble it, season it, and cook it. That's it. The texture is spot on for scramble. It has a great amount of protein and a good amount of fiber too. Plus, it's really affordable. A 14 to 16 ounce block of firm soybean tofu will usually run you between $2 and $4, so that's a great value. The only downside is it's made with soy, but that's only a problem for people who are trying to avoid soy in their diet. So if you don't have that dietary restriction, enjoy freely. But if you do have a soy restriction, let's talk about fava bean tofu. 1/2 block of firm fava bean tofu has 140 calories, 0 grams of unsaturated fat, about 1 gram of fiber, and 32 grams of protein. Fava bean tofu is a great option if you're looking for something very high in protein while being low in fat and calories. It has a firmer texture than firm soybean tofu, which makes for a really hearty and satisfying scramble. If you're avoiding soy, this is a very nice alternative. Now, on the flip side, it is lower in fiber than other options that we've covered so far, and it's also a little bit on the pricier side at $4 to $6 per package. Fava bean tofu is also a newer product on the market, so it may not be as easy to find in your typical supermarkets. So check out natural grocery stores or high-end grocery stores to find it now, and hopefully with time it will become more widely available. If you can find it, it's definitely worth a try. I love the fava bean tofu. Finally, let's get into the ultimate convenience egg-free option, Just Egg. To make your Just Egg scramble, you'll need 1/2 carton of Just Egg and scramble seasoning to taste. To make your Just Egg scramble, heat a pan over medium heat and coat it with an even layer of vegan butter or oil. Then you want to add in your Just Egg batter and scramble until complete. It's very, very straightforward, honestly very similar to cooking eggs. And if you want specific instructions, they provide them on the package of the product. 1/2 carton of Just Egg has 300 calories, 20 grams of unsaturated fat, about 1 gram of fiber, and 25 grams of protein. Just Egg is the ultimate convenience pick. It's a good source of plant-based protein and it's made from mung beans. The texture is really impressive too. It's definitely the most similar to eggs of all of the options covered today. Best of all, it's really simple to use. Just shake, pour, and scramble. That's it. It's ready to go. Still, there are some trade-offs. Just Egg is definitely on the pricier side, ranging about $6 to $8 per container. And also the suggested serving sizes are pretty small. They suggest about 3 tablespoons as one serving, but I definitely say that half a carton is going to get you closer to what you're probably used to eating if you're eating scramble. And so it goes pretty quick. It's also the most processed option on the list, so that's definitely something to consider if you want to stick to more whole foods options. But that said, if you're looking for a convenient option, Just Egg is definitely where it's at. So there you have it, 5 totally delicious ways to enjoy a breakfast scramble without eggs. From mung beans to pumpkin seeds, fava beans to soybean tofu, there are so many options to try. And so now it's all on you to experiment and decide which option you like the best. If you enjoyed this video or are inspired to try making new scrambles in your kitchen, please give this video a like. And if you have any tips or tricks for making amazing vegan scramble at home, or any questions too, please leave a comment in the chat and we will definitely respond. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Afro-Vegan Society's YouTube channel. We are so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers and we want you to be a part of the family, so be sure to subscribe today. And if you want the full recipes for any of the eggless scrambled featured in today's video, head over to afrovegansociety.org where there will be a blog posted with all the information. We'll also be posting the link in the description as well as a comment so you will not miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy scrambling. Bye everybody.